So the author's main point can be shown here. When for decades the people of Standing Rock have been plagued by sexual violence, inadequate police protection, and ineffectual legal system that allows rapists and child molesters to go unpunished, free to commit the same crimes again. And the main point is that although there are obvious sexual violence towards Indian women, there are no adequate measures to help these victims or to punish the criminals. And the author shows remorse and anger towards this matter. And this can be shown where it shows how the people do not go to the police stations anymore. And because although everyone knows how these women are being treated or abused, there are no actions to help these women from the police, nor from the hospitals, or nor from the government. And so these women give up and not help anymore, and not report anymore. And this all happens, and this can all be facilitated by the people who are in power. However, it shows that these people do not do anything, and because this matter has nothing to do with them. And also it shows how the government also doesn't do anything because of the power struggle between the white people and the Indian people. So here the tribes have no autonomy, so they cannot individually nor punish the white people in the end. And my interpretive lens came into play when I read this part about how women, it was a fair game to these criminals, because I thought of the comfort woman situation in Korea, about how people were justifying their actions and were justifying their reasons for committing such crimes. And this can be also, and it also reminded me of the situation in Japan, of how due to the low social status of women, some men try to commit these crimes, however, just get away with it, blaming the woman. And this blaming situation can be shown here when people like blamed the victim and how the family abandoned her after that. And there are also these rumors happening around these victims, so it's really hard for them to regain their life. So, since I know the context and since I'm also a woman, I felt anger towards this matter and saw myself constantly comparing the situations of different countries where women needed to be cautious and careful to survive every day when others wander freely with no worrying about being sexually assaulted, or nor having to worry about the rumors, nor have people blaming women when the people who have committed the crime just get away with it. So, when I actually learned about the context, I learned how this isn't really like exaggerating the situation there. And although there are some like violent or like brutal cases of how women are being treated in this article, overall the context is it's exactly the same as what is happening today, and it is also more violent than we can imagine. So after reading this article, I learned how my interpretive lens of Japan or the Korean comfort woman situation, and also my status as a woman, helped me emotionally attached with the article, and I can really understand the situation, and I could really get myself involved in the article.